The name of this next horse is Who Farted. But listen to the call.
Who Farted on the extreme outside. Colorado Co-Ed, Toast a Dozen on the inside. Questers Jet. Who Farted? Who Farted on the outside? It's close. Who Farted in the winner's circle?
¡Claro que sí! ¡Ay, ja, ja! ¡Sí, señor!
What is up, pod people? This is another episode of Who Farted. I am Doc, and with me on the phone is Max. Max, what's up?
Hey, how's it going? What's going on?
Nothing. I'm in the closet
Again?
again. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was out, and then now I'm back in. But it's the weekend.
Nah.
And I know it's hard to record. It's the weekend. Everybody's here, so it's gonna be. I mean, and it's all cave-like in the office. So I still don't have anything set up. So I think that to like dampen the sounds. There's no door on the office, so it's like I need to. Oh God, I wish I could just put in a door, and then just pad the walls, and then bounce around in a straitjacket. But
That'd be dope. That'd be nice.
yeah, man, exactly. So
Get some exercise in.
hell yeah, oh yeah,
Some practicing.
dude. Have you ever seen? Yeah, have you ever seen Nice Dreams?
Huh?
The Cheech and Chong movie, Nice Dreams.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I think I've only seen Up in Smoke.
Okay, all right then. Yeah, you need to get high more and watch those shows.
Uh,
But but it's like, to me, it is one of the funniest like jokes or scenes or whatever you want to call it in a movie. So like Cheech is they both of them end up at like this insane asylum, whatever you want to call it, a mental hospital. And then Cheech is in a straitjacket, and he's like in the padded room, and then Chong for some reason is like free to roam, and he's like, and so the whole time like Cheech is like he's like dancing around and stuff, like trying to like get out of the straitjacket and shit, and then Chong comes up and he like knocks on the door. He's like, "Hey man," and then he's like, "Hey man, come on, you gotta let me out." And then he's like, "Oh, yeah, I'll come back and get you in a minute, man." And then so he leaves, and she's just like, "No, come back, man. My balls itch. My balls itch." And so he's like he's like scooting around on the ground trying to itch his balls and he's like scratch his balls, and then he's like kicking his leg up towards his nuts, trying to scratch his balls. He can't scratch his balls because he's got the straitjacket on. Dude, I was crying, man. I was crying. I wasn't even high. I was never high when I watched those movies. That was fucking funny to me. So,
because I know Up in Smoke, I didn't watch High.
oh really?
That's
Yeah.
probably why I never watched all of them. Like
Oh, okay.
I didn't know about them I found out about them before I smoked. You know?
Yeah. My mom, who's never partaked of the ganja, and she was the one that recommended the Cheech and Chong movies to me. She's like, "Yeah, you guys should watch Cheech and Chong. They're funny." I'm like, "Really? Okay, all right, mom." Like goody Christian lady was like, "Yeah, you should watch Cheech and Chong. They're funny." So I mean, I don't know. I watched them sober, and I think they're hilarious. And then I had a buddy that his parents actually had some he had some of their stuff, like their albums on tape, and then my aunt, she actually had some of their albums on record. So I went one time over to her house and put the vinyl on, man, and listened to their I think they had a wedding album or something like that. Yeah, they're funny, dude. They're funny. They're good comedians. I know that they always get this like rap for being just, some stoners, but no, they're really smart comedians. They're funny as fuck. So yeah, their humor is good, sober or stoned. So yeah, But anyways, all right. So what are we talking about today?
Dude, we're talking about what, cars, kind of, but mainly
Cars.
like drive
Yeah, yeah. Cars.
or
The animated,
drive.
right? The animated movie Cars,
Well, yeah, that too. And how
and the
like
following sequels.
kind of
We were
thick they are.
we were.
No, it's well, no,
Hold on, hold on. We
pictures I
were.
have to show you today, Doc.
You got pictures to show
Uh,
me?
no.
Oh, okay. All right. Dude, we were at my family, my in-laws on the 4th of July.
Uh,
And so my nephew is like finally like into like Cars, the movie Cars. So everybody was, and we're like, which cars is he into? And they're like, I don't know, Cars 1, 2, whatever, 3. I'm all, is he into planes? They're like, no. But somebody had said something. I think my wife said something about like Cars turning into Fast and Furious, like the Cars series. So I just like, yeah, they're gonna end up in space. And then I was like, yeah. And then Lightning McQueen will be like, it's about family. Wow,
that would be great. That would be
Oh,
great,
dude,
though.
yeah, I know.
That would be
And
the
then
version of Fast and Furious I watch.
hell yeah, and then Vin Diesel will play like a diesel truck. That would be great.
No, I think it's play like a muscle car
Yeah, for
that
sure.
runs on diesel fuel that brags
That's
about it all the time.
that's right. Yeah, a run on diesel. I don't know. That's my best.
Run,
I think
run on diesel.
I still can't.
Family.
Yeah, it's about family.
Yeah,
I feel like anytime I
let's go
do,
fly this rocket to save the
yeah,
world.
every time I feel like every time I do like a Vin Diesel impression, I'm like really on the edge of doing Stallone. Like there's not much difference. I almost feel.
But isn't Stone just more of like a
Yo. And then,
yeah?
hey, I'm Vin Diesel. Yo. See, it's the same thing. Same guy.
No, just be Stallone, but say Groot instead.
Oh, I am Groot.
There you go. Hey, Vinny?
What?
Is that Vin Diesel?
I am Groot.
But yeah, God.
Have you ever think that like if Vin Diesel's having sex with some fan or whatever, and she's like, say I'm Groot, say I'm Groot.
I'm
He's like,
brooding.
I'm Grooting. Oh, Grooting all over your face.
My God.
That'd be crazy, man.
Yeah.
And then when Owen Wilson, like when like a girl takes her clothes off, he's like, wow, it's nice. Yeah. I wonder though, like if these celebrities ever have like sex with groupies and then like are they requested to say like some lines, McConaughey's like, all right, like she's like, let me peg you. He's like, all right.
Fucking job, bitch. Just do what you're supposed to. Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. All right. Or fuck, damn it, I had a good one right now.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
No, who played Fat Albert?
Fat Albert?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking.
They could have made a shit ton of money on that by saying, hey. Well,
that was Keenan. Keenan played Fat Albert.
That's fucking right.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
He could still make some fucking money, man.
Yeah, he could.
OnlyFans, man.
Yeah, that's right. Dude, when I was a kid, I used to watch like this is how old I am. Back in the day before the internet. Like I don't know. It was around 10. I was around 10, so it was like, mid 80s, late 80s, probably around that time. My parents, we used to go bowling in a church league, and at the bowling alley they had like a booth that you could go into and you can watch cartoons. So you'd put a quarter in and then you got to watch one cartoon. And they had like a ton of like Fat Albert like cartoons. So I used to watch like a bunch of Fat Albert cartoons. So while my parents are gone instead of playing games, where I die like in a minute, like I would put in the quarter and I would watch Fat Albert, man. And that was fun. And then as I got older, I found out that they had those booths in adult stores to do different things. That never dawned on me. I never was gonna like whip it out watching Fat Albert.
Watch Fat Albert right now.
Yeah, I'm like in the booth and they'd, hey, this one's got Fat Albert, and I go in, it's all sticky. I'm like, this isn't the Fat Albert I remember. He's like, hey, look at my little wiener. It looks like a Vienna sausage. Let me lift up my folds and you can see my peener.
Damn it.
Some call it a macro penis. Anyways, so we were talking about driving. That's what we're going to talk about.
That's what we're going to talk about. Yeah, I think Keenan's sponsored by some car company now. So
Sure, okay.
spit it off.
Why
of
not?
that.
No. Hey, you know what? Do you ever be listening to a commercial? Have you ever listened to a commercial? And because like Honda, right? I'm listening
Are you trying to talk to me, or are you doing a Fat Albert?
No, I'm not. I was still stuck in it. Yeah, I was still stuck in it. You ever be listening to a commercial and then you hear a celebrity that you know? It was, yeah, like I'm listening to these commercials and it was for Honda and it's John Cena. And I'm like, that makes sense that he would do a radio ad because you can't see him. But
yeah,
it's weird. Like, it's like, Ford truck or whatever. And you're like, is that George Clooney? Like, I don't know. And then, there's one that's like, hello. And you're like, is that Val Kilmer? But that's fucked up because I don't think Val Kilmer like lost his fucking voice, by the way. So
oh no, yeah, because that's why because he was in the Top Gun, right?
Val Kilmer, yeah, he was in Top Gun, yeah.
Yeah, that was Val Kilmer, right? So he was in the last one.
Are you serious?
So that was why. That's why he was like, I think he was on his deathbed, and then I think the character died.
Ah, okay, all right then.
A little older than it's last year, I think, but
yeah.
Still, it was a pretty good movie.
Yeah. I always like Val Kilmer though. Like if you've ever seen Willow, I don't know if you've seen Willow, but that was like my favorite.
Show or movie?
Huh?
Is it a show or a movie?
The movie. He was Mad Mortigan, and he was fucking awesome in that movie. I haven't seen the show yet, but yeah, and he was great in Tombstone, man. Fucking Doc Holliday. I'll be your Huckleberry. That kind of shit.
No, I haven't seen Willow, and I think I was thinking of something else.
Oh, okay.
About a TV show, but
there is a TV show for Willow, but
okay.
Yeah.
But going back, because you mentioned what was the other Batman?
George Clooney.
George Clooney.
Yeah.
And like how I told you in one of the last episodes, and the spoiler again, but he was the Bruce Wayne at the end of the Flash, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, but I have heard, and especially like since the Flash isn't doing so well, I've heard more that they're not gonna be using him. It was more of just like a gag thing.
Oh,
But
yeah.
that was just my hope. I wasn't even putting like a full theory out there. It was just I would like for it to have been him, and then the guy that played Robin to be the current Batman.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that would have been better.
Well, I think I read somewhere that they're gonna have Jensen Ackles be Batman.
That'd be dope. Where the fuck do you read that?
I read
That'd
it.
be dope.
Yeah,
dope.
yeah, dude. I like him, man. I watched Supernatural. He was great. He was hilarious.
Yeah. I watched most of Supernatural until like I think season 12.
Oh, okay,
But
yeah.
he was awesome. I always liked him for like the Red Hood voice too from the animated movie.
Yeah. I know he
was a little too old at that point.
Yeah. Well, I think that they're, of course they're planning on having an older Batman. So, I mean, the George Clooney thing, I think that they are going to go that route. But I mean, Jensen Ackles is older, but dude, he can still.
He's a bit older now.
He played. He's in The Boys. I can't remember the name of the character.
Soldier Boy.
Yeah, Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy,
Yeah.
tell you that. Yeah.
But yeah, so
I thought that a
I
bit.
said that'd be awesome. I think
Yeah.
we could do it. Um, but switching back up to cars,
Yeah, okay, Cars. We're gonna talk
vehicles.
Cars. We're gonna talk driving, not Cars the movie.
The Bat
But
car,
yeah.
Batmobile. No. But what's your experiences with cars? I guess like, do you even like your beard? Because I like them to get around, like, but like
Yeah, I don't know anything
there's
about
people that
cars.
fucking love their vehicle. It's just like, dude, like
Well, I
my shit
mean,
was a hand me down. So I mean, like, yeah, I get it. I don't have that much of a connection, but at the same time, it's just like, dude, I just use it to get me places. I'm not gonna put more money into it.
yeah,
But it's cool
exactly.
that that's their hobby. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not putting it down. It's just there's certain ones that are definitely assholes. But what about you? Like,
Well, we've talked about some people love their cars too much. Remember the
oh yeah,
bad
yeah,
business idea where we had the app where it matched the car to the car fucker?
yeah. I thought you were talking. Did we have an article about Florida man where he was fucking his truck?
No, but I mean, you can make stuff up. I'm cool with that.
I probably saw something like that though. I thought I
Probably.
did. There
No,
was
but
some. Dude, I swear we had something about vehicle fucker, but I know
no,
that's a
yeah.
thing. I know that's a thing.
Yeah.
But those aren't the ones I'm talking about.
No, not
The
those
ones
guys. But
that
guys that like
spends all the money
hmm
and on their car.
yeah.
I mean, my own hobby.
I don't
So I'm not like that. Not putting them down.
yeah,
I'm just asking why they got to be such assholes.
I think that
But
it's a thing of like, like did their dad teach them about cars, or I don't know, some people, excuse me, man, I was just burp. Some people are just gearheads, man. They just love it. And honestly,
yeah,
like I never messed with cars. Like I don't know how they work, but God, dude, I love watching like the shows, the where they like flip cars and shit. Like they not like literally flip them, but where they buy them and then
dude,
like West.
Destroy Rebuild Destroy was one of my favorite shows.
What?
There is a show, Destroy Rebuild Destroy,
Oh,
with
okay, yeah.
Andrew WK. He's
Yeah, okay.
a musician, but
Yeah, I think I remember that show, but
well, yeah, all they do is literally destroy shit, make it, and destroy it again.
yeah,
But it'd usually be like cars or something
yeah.
like you could build something with.
Well,
But
I just watched this one show like Tex-Mex, whatever. Basically, what they do is like they go down to Texas. Not Texas. They live in Texas. They go down to Mexico, and then they buy cars like junked or sometimes they work, but they buy these cars in Mexico, and it's cheaper than they would get here in America. And then they go ahead and they bring it back to America. They fix them up, restore them, and then they turn around and sell them. And I mean, I love those kind of TV shows. But I do I do want to get. I want a Volkswagen bus. Like I want a Volkswagen bus or a Volkswagen thing. It's called a thing. Like one of those cars. Like I hear that Volkswagens are easy to kind of like um, to fix or to like mess with, and
or
that's what I would love to do is mess with one of those. If I ever have money and time to do it, I'd fucking love to do that. I'm so jealous of like Fluffy, the comedian.
uh, I've seen that like a video of his collection.
Dude, he's got so many
Huge.
fucking Volkswagen buses, man, and I'm so jealous.
Yeah,
So Fluffy, if you're out there listening, I want to ride.
we know you are.
Yeah,
We know you
sure
are.
is. Dude, he likes Bakersfield. He filmed his first special at the Fox.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We know he's looking at Bakersfield podcasts.
That's right. Yeah, because he's got
And
nothing
on
but
his
time.
top number one, dude, probably doesn't.
Who farted? What?
What the fuck else he doing? Recording TV shows and touring and shit.
Yeah,
Now I'm just
and sitting all happy in his fucking Volkswagen bus.
yeah.
Yeah, but I've always loved the Volkswagen bus. When I was in high school, I was like, man, I want to get one of these. I'm gonna turn it into a camper van and fucking tour the country, man. And then that didn't happen. And then I got married, and then I was like, man, I'm gonna buy one of these, and then I'm gonna leave without telling her, and then I'm gonna just tour the country. Noah's gonna know where I am. And then that didn't happen. Got the divorce, and now I'm happy. I'm like, I just want to get one to fix up. I don't need to leave. I'm good. So, but yeah, I want to fix one up. But I'm not like a gearhead. I'm not like super into that stuff. I've driven so much. I mean, like I delivered pizzas off and on for like 20 years. I'm done driving, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I delivered for a fraction of that. I only delivered for like, what, 5 years?
Yeah.
But I was one of the main closers with you, so I mean, I was driving a lot.
Yeah.
Felt like, because even like some people would fucking say something to me about if like I make a small comment, and I'm just like, dude, like I've driven in worse situations. I've driven in fucking rain at fucking midnight with fucking bigger assholes driving like it's nothing, Like
Yeah.
we're like, I remember one time for sure it was a fucking dark rainy night, cold as fuck,
Mm-hmm.
and someone calls last minute. So
No, dude, that was worse.
pretty sure it was a pretty decent order. So it took fucking forever to get it made, and then by the time I got to them, it was already 12:30. And dude, it was just a fucking awful night. So I just remember it being like hell, and I was just like, no, I won't fucking drive anymore. But fuck it,
Yeah.
like. But no, it's just like shit like that. It turned me away from like driving. Not like cars in general. Like I would look at some cars and be like, it's a nice car.
Yeah.
But I don't really, I don't want to focus on being like all car. But I mean, I should know how to fix it a little better. I know a little bit, not much, but I know, and I know well, I still have that one mechanic. Because funny enough, I remember fucking um, helping you out with you and your ex move like some of your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just because this story came up like a little while ago because we were talking about actually we need to get my car fixed, and the guy he's in well, he's past Mexico, he's in a different country right now.
Okay.
So he just hits us up with that, and it's like, dude, you didn't even tell us, what the hell? You know him, he's fucking funny, but it's only funnier because like my truck literally broke down in front of his garage.
Oh fuck.
And they're leaving for church. You remember this?
Probably. Yeah, I don't know. You tell more of the story. I might remember.
Your next door neighbor. I was about to take off with some of your stuff, and my truck just.
That's right. I do remember now. Yeah.
Right in front of his garage, and your brother-in-law's.
Fuck yes, I remember that, dude. Yeah.
And he comes out because they're all about to leave for church. And he's like, "Nah, dude, I'll help you out." And he's like, "I don't want to fucking go to church."
Yeah.
So it was a perfect fucking time for him.
God, dude, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
he's your mechanic now.
Yeah.
Holy
we still
shit.
use him. He's cool. But like I said, like he fucking like he knows my car needs fixing. He just took off on us, but I'm sure some shit happened.
Yeah.
He needs to take care of. He's like I said, he's a cool guy. But I mean, like, he's shown me some stuff, and I've learned from like, not car shows, but I've learned from YouTube videos for sure.
Yeah.
But I remember watching, some car shows like some restoration type one on the History Channel, and then my favorite one, but it was mainly like a fucking joke, was the West Coast Customs.
Yeah.
That one, I forgot what exactly. Pimp My Ride.
Oh yeah.
Dude, Pimp My Ride was the fucking shit, and it was fucking only funny because it's like, what the fuck are they gonna put in this shit today? And they'd put the most random ass shit.
I know.
It's like, we heard you like, it's literally the fucking meme. We heard you like this, so we gave you this.
Yes.
But on top of that, with this and another one of those.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, we put a movie theater inside your Ford Pinto.
What's funnier is all that shit was fake, dude. Like
Yeah.
all the contestants paid for it. Like it was just their way to get
Yeah.
on TV and whatever. It's just like, god damn, like
Did, I had an
that's funny.
idea.
That's funny.
I had an idea for that, for like a sketch I wanted to do,
Uh,
and it was Pimp My Ride, and then it was like, he's like, yeah, so we hooked up my boy Marty with his DeLorean. We put in a flux capacitor. We put in a Mr. What was it, like a Mr. Coffee Maker with that takes like trash and turns into fuel. And and then it would be like Doc Brown's like, oh yeah, the flux capacitor does this, and you get it up to 80, you go back in time, like it just
you fucking great though.
yeah. I just thought it would be funny to have Pimp My Ride Back to the Future edition, but whatever. That never happened. Anybody hears that, they could go ahead and take that sketch idea, run with it.
Just credit us. We'll credit Doc.
Don't even have to. I don't give a shit. Like I used to.
At least tag us. I want to see it.
I used to want to get credit for stuff, but now I don't even care, man. Like if I have a good idea, I just want it out there.
I don't want to miss that. That's funny as fuck. Even if it's like animated.
Yeah,
that'd be funny.
That would be funny. Yeah. But anyways, yeah. But I like those shows too. I wanted to say real quick, because we were talking about how we were driving. You were talking about how you were driving in rain and all that shit. But something that like truck drivers, mad respect for truck drivers. Like to me, I feel like I don't know, people don't cut off a trucker. Don't
don't do that.
Be kind to your trucker. I actually want
to say something in the middle of this because like that would be like, but yeah, I didn't know, dude. Truckers they have it fucking rough.
They have it rough, and they are. I mean, they're bringing all of our stuff.
They're supplying, yeah, like you said, and like, dude, you see some of those fucking accidents, like, that shit's crazy.
I mean, they're constantly like, I mean, I know that people will probably think, oh, that's a little over dramatic, but dude, they are risking their lives. They are risking their lives out there.
My girlfriend's dad's a truck driver.
Yeah. So if
my respect.
Yes, if you are a trucker, you fucking, God bless you, or whatever God you believe in, like just bless you. Like you guys are awesome, and yeah, nothing but respect, man. Yeah. So I just wanted to say that before we got too deep into it. But if you wanted to talk about something later on, then we can definitely do that. But
like, I guess like one thing, because since you brought it on, I don't want to lose it. But like, what's your craziest like accident story or like almost accident? Because I know, and unfortunately, if I could just spoiler or something, and you could cut it out if you want, but I know a biker hit you. Like, I'm not even gonna say that you hit them because they were, and I fucking hate all the kids that ride that up and down right now because they go down each and which way. You go with the flow of traffic, motherfuckers.
That's right.
That's a bicyclist is not a pedestrian.
No,
you're on a vehicle. It's not, it might not be a motor vehicle.
No,
it's a vehicle.
The law state they have to follow the rules of traffic, so they need to go with the flow of traffic. They're supposed to wear a helmet. If you don't, I don't give a fuck. That's fine. You don't want to be a dork, whatever. But at least go with with the flow of traffic.
If you don't want to be a dork, what the fuck you guys
doing? Yeah, and then get in the bike lane. If there is no bike lane, you're supposed to be in the traffic. So as far as I remember, you're supposed to be in the traffic, but and you're supposed to use hand signals when you're turning and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like accident wise, I mean, I saw a dog get ran over once. It was like a pit bull. That was pretty fucked up.
I'm lucky. I've never seen that type of shit like in person.
Yeah, like I just
seen like aftermath. Obviously, everyone has.
Sucks. Yeah, but I mean, I
haven't seen it.
I watched the dog. I watched the dog like bolt out, and then this big like lifted truck like just ran over the dog, and then like I remember seeing it like bouncing around underneath this truck and then shooting out the back. I'm like, fuck. And then I had to go around it because I was on a delivery. Yeah.
Scare me like that. No, I kind of
Yeah.
got a bit too much.
It was awful, dude. And then I was on a delivery, so I had to keep going. But
Yeah.
as far as what you were alluding to was, so my former brother-in-law had he hit he
I meant at the time. Sorry.
yeah yeah, at the time he was my brother-in-law. He ended up hitting some kid on a bike. This kid was going the wrong way, like he was, whatever. The kid was fine, didn't get hurt. He just clipped the kid on the bike. And for the listeners at home, where we were at, our pizza place, it was on a busy street, and but when you pull out of there, you've got traffic coming to your left, only to your left. So really, all you need to do is glance over, see if there's any pedestrians walking. If not, you go ahead and look to your left, and then you just wait for an opening and you go.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no reason to look both ways each time. You're just going to check for pedestrians. So, so my brother-in-law at the time, he ended up doing that, clipped some kid, made a big old deal. They made a big old deal about it. The cops were out, and the cops ended up like taking the dad of the kid and like handcuffing him and putting him in the back of the. I don't know if they put him in the cruiser, but I don't know if he actually went to jail or anything. But he was like all up in arms and mad. He's like, oh, you hit my son and blah blah blah. And then but the cops were basically telling him like, your son's stupid. Like he was going the wrong way. He wasn't following like the rules of the road.
Yeah.
And so so that happened, and then about a week later, I do the same thing. I pull out and I look, and I don't see anybody. Nobody is to my right. Nobody walking, nobody riding a bike. And then I'm looking to the left, and I'm waiting, and then I finally have my opening. And then I go ahead and I hit the gas, and then I clipped one and hit the other one. So I actually got two. It's
Twofer.
and the twofer. Yeah. And then the stupid kid that I hit, like, I mean, I wasn't like going fast. I just hit the gas. So I just hit the gas, and then I basically like pushed this kid over into the street. And, and when I say kid, these guys were like 14, right? So, they, and then the one kid that got hit, he's like laying in he's like just laying there, and he's kind of like shocked that he got hit. Well, yeah, you're a fucking idiot. Because he pulled out, you basically pulled out in front of a fucking car. Like, what's wrong with you? And, and then he ended up he's laying there, and he's like in the street. I'm like, well, dude, get up. Don't be out in the street. Well, I've got a double, man. I got 2 deliveries in my car. I'm like, you okay? He's like, yeah. I'm like, well, get out of the street. And then they're like, yeah. I'm like, all right, you good? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, all right, man, I gotta go. So then I took off. Like, fuck them kids, man. Well, and then later, the sister of this kid's like, oh, he got hurt. I'm like, yeah, but he was going the wrong way. Well, that doesn't matter. I'm like, yeah, it does fucking matter. Like, that's what I'm thinking. Of course, I'm being nice because I'm like, I don't want this bitch trying to sue me. Like, the last thing I need is like a legal thing. And then she's like, his wrist hurts. Can you just cover the co-payment of like $20? I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I'll do that. So I just paid her $20. And then she's like, he just had a sprained wrist. I'm like, okay, well, he's probably also got like fucking missing chromosomes too, because he's a fucking moron. Like, I was just, like, seriously, if you were on a bike, be smart. Like, don't be a fucking moron. You're on a bike. Like, and that's the one thing, like, I tried to always teach my kids. I'm like, when you're around cars, like, these are like, these things weigh like 2,000 pounds, and they're going like 80 miles an hour, or they're going 50 miles an hour. Like, that's fucking heavy. This is a weapon,
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to stop for you. it can't always stop for you. Don't be a fucking jackass and walk slow across the street. Like, don't ride your bike, against traffic, and like, just be smart.
Yeah.
And I don't know. When I was a kid, dude, they used to teach uh like bike safety in
Yeah,
in
they do.
school. I don't think they even do that at all, you know. But nothing makes it.
They didn't do that when I was in school.
Yeah, so yeah, they definitely don't do it anymore.
Yeah. Like maybe like during recess they do for sure, like play safe or ride that carefully, but not like because
Oh,
especially
sorry.
like no, I'm thinking like at least when I was in like a preschool setting, like they had only trikes, so it wasn't like
Hmm.
a bike, so it wasn't like anything bad or
Yeah.
like hard. But no, the people are just fucking dumb these
Yeah,
days,
they're
man.
dumb.
Ridiculous.
And then I think it's selfishness, dude. Like, I think it's like self-centered,
Yeah,
like people are
no,
clueless
totally.
about everything that's around them because they're so focused on themselves. Everything is about themselves. So,
Yeah.
anyways, all right, I'm sitting down,
100%.
but I'm gonna get off my soapbox. So, what was your
Um,
accident that
was
happened to you or you saw?
I in my truck was driving to Pismo. It was back when me and a few people were like growing the vegetables and the flowers and some other type of flowers.
Yeah, I
Um,
got you.
well, me and one of them went to the the beach to go pick up literally soil, so it was just dirt.
Hmm.
But on the way there, we were talking and I got like super distracted. And I look up and there's a fucking semi right in front of me. And I'm
Holy
going
shit.
fast and an SUV like on the side and I fucking threaded the needle, dude. Like in between them and
The SUV.
like both of them. Like both the SUV and the semi truck. Yeah. So like my truck and and I don't know, dude. I got fucking lucky and I should have hit the truck or the SUV. I should have hit one of them. And I
Hmm.
opted to hit the SUV to be honest.
Oh yeah, good
I'm
call.
not gonna hit this big ass semi truck going fast as fuck, but I'll swerve my side into another car, you know?
Yeah,
Like, I know like I'm fucking up real bad right now, but I feel like this is the best call.
yeah.
And so I just went to the left, even though like more than likely I could have gone to the right, but the angle that we were at, like I fucking couldn't. So
Hmm.
like I just hit left, squeezed in between, and then like swerved all the way to the side to like stop. And like 'cause no one stopped to like fucking be like, what the fuck's your problem? So I was just like, all right, we're all good. Peace out. But
Yeah.
yeah, like that was the craziest shit I've ever fucking dealt with. Besides that, like there's been a few times where like back when delivering pizza, like again in the truck, I was passing the light and like I just thought like we had an earthquake because I just felt like shaking
Hmm.
and I look in the rearview mirror and a car had just like blown by right behind me and smashed into another car.
Oh wow.
So I like me think I have no clue what the fuck happened
Yeah.
because I thought my shit was green. So I don't know if I caused an accident or if, but yeah. So that one was fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
And
I'm
then
glad. I'm glad you didn't get.
yeah, yeah.
I'm glad that you didn't run into a semi because I
Did
actually
I ever
had
tell you about the blinding light, the light one? Sorry,
no, but
before I forget,
yeah.
I was in my dad's truck on my way back home from work at the job I was working at a while back,
Hmm.
and I passed by a car that's turning, and then I see a bright light, and that fucking car just smashed into a car behind me,
Oh,
and
okay.
I was going way too fast. I didn't think of stopping, but
Yeah.
yeah, that was fucking crazy. But sorry, I cut you off. What were you
No,
saying?
no, it's okay. I was just gonna say, like, I actually had a friend that it was one of my best friends, um, from high school, and
Mm,
he worked in Tehachapi, so he commuted, and
yeah,
I guess witnesses said that he wasn't paying attention, like he was looking down, like he was like messing with his phone or whatever, and
Oh,
like to change music or whatever. And he ended up hitting a flatbed semi,
fuck.
and they said that he died instantly, but like
Yeah,
his chest was all, like it basically just crushed his chest and everything. So yeah,
yeah.
it was pretty fucked up. He actually died on my mom's birthday.
Fuck,
So
dude.
yeah, and it was, yeah, that hit me hard, dude. Like I was
Yeah,
delivering pizzas at the time, and then at the time I'm like, yeah, hustle, hustle, hustle. Excuse me. And then after that happened, I'm like, no, dude, fuck this shit. Like it's not like
yeah.
my life ain't
That's
worth it.
worth it.
It's not
Yeah,
worth it. So um, it ain't a pizza. Getting somebody's pizza there in 20 minutes is not worth my life, is what I'm saying.
yeah,
So and then getting 3 extra deliveries because I hustle is not worth it. So like
yeah,
I did the math, and I'm like, I'm gonna be just fine if I take 5 less deliveries. So it was just, to me, like, and from that moment on, dude, like I've always driven like super safe. Like
yeah. I
I
try to
won't.
do better,
Yeah, I
but
won't.
I have my rage moments. You
Yeah, and
know.
I get that. And then I have my moments too where I go a little extreme, but never bad. Because I'm
Yeah.
always like, that's always in the back of my mind. Like I'm not.
That.
I'm trying to be safe.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you about? There was this one time I was driving. I was driving home. I think from college,
Hmm.
and this guy, or no, I don't know why. I know I was driving home, but I still had like my protein smoothie. But this guy was being a fucking dick, and he merges straight into my lane, like right next to me. And so I get over, and I'm looking at him like, what the fuck? And he just laughs at me. So he goes the same direction as me. So me getting pissed off and him being right next to me, I rolled my window down. And I'm like, dude, roll your window down. What's up? And he just laughs at me again. So I just grabbed my protein drink and I just shook it. Not the cup because it was an actual hard plastic cup, so
Yeah,
it hurt his car. But I just held onto the cup, tossed the drink at his window and his car, and just fucking drove away.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that was I don't give a shit. That was
There's
one of my proudest moments in my car because
there's
it's like it was almost no harm
yeah,
because like dude, go get it, go fucking hose it down. It's not an egg, like a hard eggshell, like throwing at your
hmm
car that will break your fucking paint, that'll chip your paint at least. It was just a smoothie, so I was just like, this is fucking harmful and it's funny to me. Fuck you, like come say some shit
yeah,
after that, or do fucking do something. I don't give a shit at this point because you almost fucking hit my car and pissed me
yeah,
off. So nah, I was just over it. So after that, he didn't do shit, So I just went home.
yeah,
But yeah, those were my fucking stupid antics while driving. At least in a almost accident.
yeah. I mean, dude, road rage
Um,
is real, man. So,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
another reason why I try to drive safe, and
yeah,
I'm not an asshole. Like I use my turn signal. I make sure that there's plenty of room between me and another car. If
yeah,
if I am if I'm if I'm like keeping speed with somebody and I need to get in that lane, like I slow down, I don't speed up. Like I slow down to get behind them. So then that way I can just go ahead and merge into the next lane. Cause
yeah,
to me, like I'm not just thinking about like myself, I'm trying to think of everybody else that's on the road. And then also I'm thinking I don't want to piss anybody off and then have them fucking shoot me, because
yeah,
everybody's fucking nuts now, so
yeah. That too.
and to me, like I know a lot of people, like I used to be where like I would be late, and then I'm like, I gotta drive super fucking fast. But number one, a ticket ain't worth it. Number two, me dying or killing somebody, it ain't worth it. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna be safe, man. If I needed to be there at a certain time, like to me, it's like me being 5 minutes late is no difference than me being 10 minutes late. So fuck it. I should have left earlier. That's on me. There's no reason
Yeah,
for me to act like an asshole, out there on the road. So, but yeah, that road rage, man, that ain't no joke. And I get it.
yeah.
I get road rage too. Sometimes I wish I had a roll of pennies so I could just throw a penny at a
Fuck, that'd be
motherfucker.
nice.
Yeah, or
Yours
keep
gonna be a bad idea because I'm like 24 right here.
yeah. Yeah,
So stop.
or just like or keep a 12 pack of eggs, man, rotten eggs like in my car, like
Cause like I said, that shit will fucking if it's not thrown right, cause like eggs could withstand like a lot of pressure. So if you throw it like too hard or at the
nah.
wrong fucking angle and it still breaks, dude, that shit's gonna hurt the car. And I say that mainly because like for one, I've had someone throw that shit in my car
Uh-huh.
or my truck, and I know there's a nice little chip of paint from it,
Oh,
and that
yeah.
shit that yolk fucking got everywhere, and it
Yeah.
pissed me the fuck off cleaning that shit, dude. And then I saw another video recently where just one girl just like yeeted one down to a Mustang, and it just one. And I got fucking when my truck got egged, they got egged. I was in a fucking drive-through, and these motherfucking kids just fucking went at me. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. It was random. I don't know anyone, So
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
just random as fuck. It was just kids being kids, but fuck them. But like I said, like this random girl, like neighbor to this person, did it, and it cracked their paint on their Mustang.
Mm.
So that dude was pissed too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Um, but like I get you. Yeah, like I've thought of it too, but it's just like I don't have the fucking energy. Like
Yeah.
go out, wait for them to get rotten, like
Yeah.
just eat
Yeah.
them fuckers. Um, but then another thing about road rage, you think it's like inherent to like, especially people like that are Corvette drivers, maybe? Are those guys assholes? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, here's the story, huh? This is the story
Yeah,
you were
this
teasing
is a
me
story,
earlier. Okay. Yeah.
dude.
I
It's
mean,
not even like a real
yes,
story.
I
I
do
went into,
I do
but
think
okay, go on,
Corvette drivers are probably assholes.
dude.
Anybody who's driving like a muscle car or a lifted
That's not
truck
low to the fucking ground.
or an old man like let's be real, dude. Like how old was the person that was driving this Corvette?
He was, I don't know. I want to say probably closer to 50,
Yeah.
50,
Every
mid 50.
every person that drives a Corvette is fucking old
Yeah,
because that
that's what I
is
was gonna
like the
say. So
cheap that's like
yeah,
the cheap like midlife crisis sports car that
yeah.
every old man can get. So if you drive
So
a Corvette, you're an old man and you're sad. And you,
it's like
you
just
need
drive
to
it, dude. Don't be a dick.
get a
Just
different
drive it.
car. Like, come on, man.
Or that.
Yeah. Just,
Um,
or see a counselor. Like, have, better
yes,
help. Go to
yes,
better
yes.
help. They're not a sponsor, but I'm sure that they're great.
Yeah.
But, anyways, your
So
Corvette story.
yesterday, I went to the gas station and I see a Corvette in the. You know what? I don't even think they've got gas either. But they were parked at the pump.
Mm-hmm.
That's the clear sign of this dude's a fucking asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I go in. I just wanted to get an energy drink before a little event that I went to.
Mm-hmm.
Just make myself awake. Well, I go around. I look at the like protein snacks too. I don't grab anything. I'm fucking cheap, so I just grab my drink. Uh, get to where the line is, and this guy's like right behind the guy at the register. That's not where the line starts. But I didn't say anything. I didn't do anything. I didn't motion. I just stood in the line, and I just stood there. And he looks at me and he's like, "Oh, did I cut you off?" Dude, who the fuck phrase like what?
Yeah.
We're not in our cars right now. Like that's where that phrase
Yeah.
is used. Like what the fuck? And then I was like, "No, dude, you were there. Like, you're cool." And then the lady at the other register is like, "I can help the next guest," and he's just like, "Oh, you could go over there." I was just like, "Cool, thanks, man." And so I go check out whatever, and then he's getting ring up. I'm in my car, and he walks to the Corvette, and I was like, "Yeah, I knew it. Yeah." And he just leaves, like he just drives away. I was like, "Hey, you fucking fucking asshole!" Like holy shit. So he was like literally like this dude was starting almost like oh, did I cut you off? That's like almost like a road rage moment like there. Like this dude's already pissed off, and he's trying to cut people off in real life. Like, what the fuck is
Yeah.
this guy?
Spilled over into the real world and off the road.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So yeah, and like we said, this dude is old now. Oh my god. So he's already rageful enough. Jesus.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just like I was like, I don't know. I gotta talk about like is this dude nuts or is it just me?
Yeah,
that was
Corvette
weird.
owners, yeah.
That was just weird. But yeah, have you had an experience like that? Anyone just be an asshole to you in the because I expect like sometimes when I park after being an asshole to someone that parks nearby for us to be like, the fuck was that? But nothing ever happens, you know? And like,
Hmm.
you know, we probably all just think, accidents, fuck it. But have you almost gotten in a fight or something out of something that wasn't even there? Or I don't know. I don't because that was so weird to me. So it's just like, how the has
Like
anyone
his
ever
phrasing and
fucking
stuff.
yeah, because I was just like, is this dude challenging me? Like, what the fuck happened? Like, we didn't care at the same time.
It would have cracked me up though if he started like, you know, if he was like right up next to you in that line, the other line, and he just started going.
I knew it.
You're like, dude, are you revving your engine? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like,
I love that we're all like the same. It would have been fucking great if he for sure did that shit.
yeah.
Like, that would have
And you're
been
like, I think this guy's on the spectrum. I don't know.
But yeah, I mean, it's never happened to anyone else. I don't know. That was just weird.
Nah, I mean, I've had some bad experiences in lines, that's for sure. So, but never like, I don't know. I mean, let's be real, dude. There are certain like, you can see a car, like you see a person that like is in the car, and you're like, yeah, that makes sense. Like when,
Yeah.
like, okay, my my boss, he was he showed up to work, and he had, you know, and he's a younger guy, he's like in his 30s, and then he ends up, he has like a man bun, right? And I'm like, and then I said to one of my coworkers, I'm like, that's a nice man bun. I'm like, well, he probably drives a Subaru. And then my coworker's all, he just got one. And I was like, holy fucking shit. Holy shit. You know, and then the thing is the man bun was a new thing. Like he hadn't worn it before, but he had a man bun. It was like it was a requirement for him to buy it. They're like, oh, your financing's fine, but you don't have a man bun, so you can't get the Subaru.
Oh
Are you by chance? Do you eat granola? Yes. Okay. Well, that's starting to look like it's in your favor. Do you go camping? Yes.
Vegan?
I'm not gonna lie, man.
And
I
tell
like.
everyone about that?
Yeah. I liked. We test drove a Subaru. I liked it, but you know, we ended up getting something different. But you know, I mean, like it's just funny to me, like when you see people and it's like stereotypical, like the cars that they drive.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, hands down, when you see like a lifted truck, you're like, the dude's gonna get out and he's gonna be like, I don't know, he'll be listening to fucking like Sublime or country music, and then he'll have like the super fucking like
He's
either
definitely just getting off his oil field job.
yeah,
So.
yeah, exactly, and then he's got a fucking flat build hat that's like says Rockstar on it or some other energy drink, and then
And out his shoe so he can get a new can.
yeah, and then you know,
Put rat on them. We all need oil.
yeah, and then on the weekends, weekends, he ends up going with his family to the dunes out in Pismo with his fucking, you know, quad. So
Yeah, I can't even talk shit on that one. My sister and my family do that.
yeah,
So
they
I
do
can't
that. Yeah,
talk
well,
that shit.
yeah. I'm just saying. But it is funny though. Like you see those, you know, if you see a lowrider, what do you expect that's gonna like pop out?
Long socks.
Some cholo looking dude, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. So I mean, that's what. And see, and on
Projet
like
Statusa.
there's one car that I always liked. It was the Honda Fit, right? And I wanted one, but I thought it just didn't seem right to be a fat guy in a Fit because
You
Fit
could,
was not what I was. So I'm
I was
like,
gonna say you could have them ask them if they could customize the logo.
yeah, to a Honda Fat. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would have been pretty funny. Actually, I should have done that. That would have been great. What are you driving? I drive a Honda Fat. A Fit? No, it's a Fat. It's a different model. Comes with bigger seats. Also, there's a nacho cheese dispenser in the middle. For nachos? No, I just put it in a cup.
Nacho cheese in a soda
Yeah.
fountain.
He's like, yeah, we hooked up our boy with a Honda Fat. We put a nacho cheese dispenser in a straw. Like, what the fuck, dude? I hear you like nacho cheese. Yeah. Anyways, dude. Yeah. Okay. So, I know that we wanted to talk about like the future of cars, and because you showed me that article.
I slightly forgot about that for a
Did you?
little bit. 'Cause,
Okay.
my fucking fever dream or whatever the fuck yesterday was for a little
Yeah.
bit.
Okay. So, um, so you sent me that article, right? The FAA, not the Future Farmers of America, the Federal Aero, whatever. Uh, they they approved the sale of that flying car, right? And that car is like $300,000, which okay, like nobody. If it's gonna be priced that much, you're not gonna have a bunch of flying cars. You know how I feel about
Yeah.
flying cars, but I wanted to say something because this was a funny thing that kind of happened to me. So my wife, my current wife, her ex. I'm never talking to this dude. I've never talked to this guy, and but he's a mechanic, like not a car mechanic, but he's like works on diesel trucks and stuff. But he knows his way around a car. So we were having car problems, and we're like, I don't know who else. We didn't have any money, so we're like, who the fuck are we gonna take this to? So, so my
What's
wife
funny is
asked.
that guy that we go to lives right next to you. But go on, sorry.
Yeah, not anymore. Yeah,
Oh no, not anymore. But
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I don't even know that. I don't even remember that dude's name. But anyway, so we take the car over there. I've never spoken to this guy before. So so I'm just sitting out there and I'm watching him, kind of tinker with the car, and like I've talked to this guy for maybe 5 minutes, but for some reason he feels comfortable enough around me to say, "Man, these cars are amazing, aren't they?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's all, "Yeah." He's like, um, he's all, "I think they were created by aliens." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, I've talked to you for 5 minutes. You hit me with a cars were made by aliens, and I'm like, and I know he's like low key racist, so I'm like, okay, is he talking about illegal aliens or is he talking about take me to your leader aliens? He's talking take me to your leader aliens. And I tell my wife this, and she's like, I was married to him for 8 years. Not once did he ever like hint that he thought aliens, like little green men, gave us the technology to create automobiles. I'm just like, no, man. I'm like, yeah, you never know. I'm like, cars are pretty interesting. Cars are pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it was just funny to me. I'm like, dude, that's like, I mean, that's something you would tell somebody that you're tight with,
Yeah.
not
That's like this type of conversations usually, but
yeah, but not somebody that you've talked to for 5 minutes and is married to your ex-wife. Like, don't, yeah, man. I'm not. What made you think that we're on that level, man? Like, you could hit me with that. It's like, hold on, man. Let me go smoke a bowl before you hit me with aliens created fucking cars. Yeah. And then It's like, like next in 10 10 minutes later, he'll be like cleaning the battery, and he's like, yeah, we never landed on the moon. Hitler had one testicle, but he died in Argentina. It's like, dude, why all of these conspiracies? Like, I don't, is he crazy, man? Yeah, Bigfoot's a hermaphrodite. Okay, all right. I don't, I don't know, dude. Like, he's just saying some crazy ass shit. Yeah, but anyways, if aliens did create, aliens have flying vehicles, and now we have these flying cars that have been approved. And my stance on flying cars. We talked about it before in the technology episode. I think that flying cars are a bad idea. Now, this flying car looked cool. Did you watch that video that I sent
Nah, I
you?
don't want the video.
Okay,
Or
so
I was doing
basically,
something. What
okay,
was it?
basically what it is so this car, it's electric, and it can go, I think it said it could go 200 miles on a charge.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah. It
then,
was like 200
yeah, and then
on
flying, it could
on
go
road
100,
and 100 something. Yeah,
yeah, flying, which is a lot. And the reason why is
yeah. No,
because
that's pretty cool.
it's all battery, of course, but the top of the car is like a grill. It's not solid. So the only thing that's like solid is the sides of the car,
Mm.
and then the cockpit, so to speak. So when basically what it is like, so the top of the car needs to be hollow in order for it to be able to suck the air through, because it's not like it's not a winged car where wings pop out and you're like, oh, okay. What it does is it has like fucking what drone, like drone propellers, and then so
Okay.
those turn on, and then the car will come up, and then so it'll take off vertically, and then like it showed like a thing of where the, like, say there's like a semi truck that had been like tipped over or whatever, and so, and then you're like stuck in traffic, or say for us, we get this a lot, but the trains, right?
Mm.
So you're stuck at a train, and then all you have to do is, in your $300,000 flying car, you go ahead and hit the switch, and then the blades will start spinning. Your car will take off up, straight up, and you'll be, I don't know how many feet up in the air, but then you can just go ahead and fly forward, go over it, and then come back down, right? So you
See,
missed that
that's
train.
all I want to do. But
I know, I get that, but the other thing too, though, is like, so the way it works is that little cockpit, wherever you're in. So if you're gonna travel long distance, what happens is the cockpit like rotates, and now you are the vehicle, like where the fans are at and stuff, they rotate, and then you
yeah, it looked like it was
yeah
like a gyro ball.
yeah, like a gyro, yeah, not
Gyro.
the
Gyro. Whatever.
not a
I know.
not a gyro or whatever the sandwich thing is, but shawarma. So some tzatziki. Yeah. Anyways, man, I fucking bathe in that shit. I love it. So, but yeah, so it rotates, and then the sides act like wings, right? But okay, so here's my problems with this. All right, and I know that you just want to be able to get over the traffic and whatever, and I'm sure everybody else wants to too. But
No,
let's
once
say
it's better, I mean, like I'm just like I'm gonna be like how I am with the iPhone.
with what?
I'm gonna get it. But I'm gonna get it when the better ones are off. When all the bugs is all fixed up.
But again, like, that's what I'm saying though. Like, if your car breaks down, you could pull to the side of the road. That's great. But if your flying car breaks down, you can die. That's your option. Like, I don't, I mean, I still, like, what is it going to be, an ejector seat? Like, it just doesn't make, yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And then the other thing too is, you're now like, everybody's going to have to get like pilot license if you're going to be able to do that. It's not
Yeah.
just your driver's license. You're not going to be able to just buy this car and be like, yeah, I got a driver's license, I could go ahead and fly it. You gotta get a special license for that because you're gonna have to also like
At least another bit more of like training, like at least another test at the DMV too, you know?
yeah,
At
right.
least that. No,
But
maybe
they're
not like pilot training, but like there's gotta be something extra.
yeah, and they're talking about releasing this car in 2025, right? That's like that's like 2 years away, right? So in 2 years' time, they're saying that they're going to have this released, and then also too, like it's a normal car. Well, what is the safety like? How's the crash test on this normal car, right? None of this like it just to me like the logistics of all of it. Like I'm sure that they've thought about all that stuff, right? Like how does it handle in the crash test? How will the all the safety precautions that they have, like you know, but to me, it just still I feel like it's dumb. I feel like it's a bad idea. But you were saying something earlier when we were talking about it. About what were you? You were talking about the
So, like Star Wars.
yeah, like how they like the cities in the
So like
sky
back
kind of thing.
like in Star Wars, like in the prequels, they're skyscrapers. Well, because like I think like a lower part of their city is uninhabitable. Like it's like a
Yeah,
gaseous
yeah.
planet. But like you could live in the higher. So like all their skyscrapers where they people actually live are higher up. So they need flying cars.
Hmm.
So when they're usually parking, I mean, typically I think most of the vehicles in that universe are taxis or like cargo freight, like
Hmm.
buses and whatnot. So it's not too many like personal cars. But when they're parking or like dropping someone off, it's usually like on a platform on the building. So if it's ends up being shit like that, that'd be pretty cool. And like I said, like I'd rather wait, let them work this shit out. Like I'll watch all the videos, you know, of people fucking crashing
But it's
and
again,
shit.
man.
But oh, it's what?
It's the elite that will have those, and it's the elite that will go ahead and live up in the sky above all the pollution. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean they're not already, but we
Yeah,
could
but
just go ahead and call that Olympus, you
there's
know.
plenty. Yeah, exactly. There's plenty of movies that and stories that talk about that shit, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, but go
like
ahead. I'm sorry.
no, you're fine. I was gonna say like fuck, dude. Like most of the elite could really just be living in mountains, and that's like legit, like their house. And
Hmm.
we just don't fucking know it, you know. Like
Yeah, yeah.
they're fine with it.
Oh, dude,
But
you're talking about
what?
like living in the mountains and stuff. Um, I told one of the listeners, who's a friend of mine. I was talking to him about the underground like freeways and stuff.
Yeah.
You know about all that stuff, right?
Aren't they? Weren't they making like tunnels in the freeways or in the
Yeah,
mountains?
they're making tunnels and stuff like that. Yeah, in the mountains, and then they have like full
Or
on like fucking cities and shit for for God knows what the you
what?
know
Really?
the elite or whatever, but
Why don't we just
mole people.
fucking? Why don't we take these mountains and stop? Why don't we just fucking? I'm just fucking around at this point, but like, if we're gonna dig into them or really make cities into them, why don't you just level the area
Because they need
and
to hide them, man. Because they don't
see?
want everybody in.
Oh, is this a conspiracy or like a thing that we're doing?
This is like a conspiracy thing, man.
Oh,
No,
oh,
this
I
isn't a
thought we were
thing that we're
thinking
doing.
about
This is a conspiracy.
travel.
Like even
Oh,
fucking Jesse Ventura ended up talking about it in one of his shows, but I remember like hearing about it like a long time ago. Like there's a talk that, the Denver airport like has all of these like tunnels and these massive like roadways and stuff that are underneath that links
oh,
it
like
to.
the Walmart tunnels and
Yeah,
shit.
exactly. And that's the thing. Like there's a talk that there is, a massive highway system underneath built underneath America. So,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, but I
I
mean,
wouldn't doubt it.
huh?
I said I wouldn't doubt it at all.
Yeah, no. But I
But
mean, I know
at some
that's
point, they should just fucking come out and just be real with that type of shit, and just let the truckers use that shit. I don't know.
I know,
Because
right?
I've seen one video where the dude's like trying to hide it or whatever, but they're saying like it's a secret underground tunnel system that they use for the government, and it's mainly like these big semis.
Yeah.
And it's like it'd be way cooler if like all of the semis were there,
Yeah.
and or like even like the buses. I don't know, like make shit more public. Be honest with us. I'm just tired of it. But cars,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that was loosely based on like that whole
a little
thing
bit,
was
yeah.
like a little bit on cars, but not really. But yeah, go on.
Yeah. What were we talking about?
I don't know.
Oh, the flying ones.
Yeah, the flying cars.
I don't know, like if it ends up being like where they're like decent like Star Wars ones,
Mhm.
like we said, like that picture in the video that we saw, it was like a orb inside of a car that like when you moved, it looked like that orb would stay still and the rest of the vehicle would move, right?
Yeah.
Like how I think we were saying it.
Yeah.
But then like that seems almost uncomfortable and kind of uneasy. If it's like how Star Wars is, where it's like pretty much a taxi, it's just like a flying car taxi without like a roof at all. That'd be cool. I'd be down with it. I'm gonna wait it out. Like I said, it's like the iPhone for me. I'm on iPhone 11 still right now, bro. I'm waiting until iPhone 20. Maybe I'll wait for the fifth iteration of this car. I don't care.
There you go.
But
Yeah. I
that's
don't
how I've
know.
always like tried to be. I mean, with phones and shit, like I don't care about the next technology. Like the only
Well, what do
thing
you? Yeah.
I think, and I was kind of going over this with my girlfriend recently, but like gaming shit, and I get it for you car guys. Like that's it's the same thing for my gaming shit. So
Yeah.
that's where I like if you're gonna be putting your money towards the car stuff, that's kind of like the same thing, or like
Yeah.
my collect shit like that. So I feel it's the same. It's the same. It's
Yeah.
just you're just fucking loud as fuck.
Well, I was gonna one more thing. Like, I mean, do you have anything else? Like, or
No,
okay, like so.
no.
Okay, so I got one question. We can leave it
Yeah.
on this, but what do you think is like the future of cars and fuel, like for cars? Because I know you're talking about flying cars, but and I know everything's going
Dude, I
towards like
I didn't even
electric,
know like
but
that was electric. But yeah, if everything's gonna be heading to electric, like that's cool. As long as it's I mean it's better. But
yeah, I don't think that it's better
it just
though.
depends.
I don't think that it's better
Well, I
because
mean
like you
like
think about all
creating
the
the
thing,
batteries and
yeah, creating the
I was
batteries is
that
like
was my next thing is like put the like creating batteries, the wars and the shit that we're like either close to getting into or gonna get into. The Earth might look like more like Star Wars anyways if we fucking blow up the ground that we're supposed to live on, then we have to build these fucking huge
yeah.
skyscrapers and it turns into the Flintstones.
Well,
Or not Flintstones, well, some people will be the Flintstones, but for like
yeah.
the
Be
higher ups, it's
Mad
probably the
Max,
Jetsons.
Mad Max, man. No, but they
Yeah.
have Toyota has been working on this, and a bunch of people have been working on this on a I think it's called a solid state battery. So like right now, the batteries use like alkaline. I think was it not alkaline? Fucking what is it? Oh my god, brain fart. Um, fuck it, dude. Whatever. Anyways, the the batteries that are in the cars are the same fucking batteries that they have in your phone. Was it lithium ion batteries?
Uh,
As far as I know, right? Alkaline is a fucking AAA whatever. But the so like those are what minerals or whatever. So yeah, I'm not a science guy, but whatever.
yeah,
So
me
just
neither. I don't know.
understand.
I don't know.
I'm not even Bill Nye, the science guy,
Is,
but
are we talking about like electric
I'm talking
ones
about
though?
electric cars, right? So, but
Yeah.
Toyota is working on
Yeah. No, lithium ion batteries, sure.
yeah. So, but that's the batteries that they use in the electric cars. So, but Toyota has been working on for a while, and some other manufacturers on a solid state battery. So basically, instead of like this chemical that or whatever that they have in there that can overheat, and it takes longer to charge and all this stuff. But I just saw an article where the battery should be able to go on a full charge. It should go over 700 miles, and it should only take 10 minutes to 10 minutes or less to go ahead and charge it completely. So to go to a full charge, that's fucking amazing, you know. And for me, like, I'm all for like different kinds of fuels, right? They have the hydrogen fuel, which is great. I mean, it just runs off of water, right? But it's like the stuff that you have to get to go ahead and create the hydrogen, like all the equipment and stuff. Like, I don't know, there's no infrastructure for all of it, and the cost that would be involved in order to get all of that is going to make the cost of those kind of cars like expensive. You know, like, what are you going to do? You're going to go to a hydrogen station, you know, and then it's the same thing like with all these charging stations. If it wasn't for Tesla, like being popular for one, and then making it easier to find all these charging stations, like the electric car would have never caught on, you know. And then, but
it was all hybrids.
yeah, exactly. But here's the other problem I have with all these electric cars. All of these electric cars are connected wirelessly, right? Wi-Fi. So if there is a update, or if you have, you know, your car stolen, Tesla will go ahead and, you know, they can update your car wirelessly. Or if it's stolen, they can go ahead and shut down the car, and it won't drive anymore. But I don't like them having control over my vehicle. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's so easy to like. It's not so easy, but I mean, dude, all these things are hackable. Like, I don't want my car to be hackable. Like, I don't want to be driving down the freeway at you know 80 miles an hour, and then all of a sudden, like, you know, somebody's able to take control of my fucking car, you know? I mean, that kind of shit's happened before. So, you know, I don't know. I played Watch Dogs, dude. I know what it's like. So, you
Well, I was
know,
gonna say like Terminator, the big computer that just controls all the
Skynet, man.
the Skynet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah. I mean, it'd just be like that. Like, I mean, shit. I'm surprised like not a lot more Teslas aren't even, you know, kind of like wired to do the same shit like together or
Yeah.
something, you know,
Dude,
or like almost in like a robot fashion. But
we should do an episode on AI, by the way. You just made me think of that. I'm serious. Like, it's
I mean,
fucking
I'm down
scary.
with it, but yeah, I was gonna say I don't want to talk about how much it scares me. What are you talking about, dude? Because I like it. Don't get me wrong, but that shit crazy.
Yeah, dude.
Have
It's
we not watched fucking iRobot and
exactly.
all those movies? I mean, I know that it's robot, but that's AI in robot. Once you get that shit in there,
Blade
fuck.
Runner. Yeah, man.
Fuck,
No,
dude.
exactly.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm fine with them.
Yeah.
But if I have a robot friend, it's cool, dude. Like I'm cool with, you know, Bender is cool, but if he's really down to kill all robots or kill all humans, kill all robots,
Yeah.
kill all robots. But yeah, no, like I don't know, man. I like
Me,
I like
my
the
robot
idea
friend.
and the uses of it. Like I haven't paid for any of the apps, but I've seen like on Distractable, they one of them was like using AI to not write the whole episode, but like write his rhymes or whatever. Like they did a rhymes and riddles episodes a while back, so he was doing that up until he had to pay for it, and he was like, oh shit. But
Yeah.
no, I mean it helps, and it's cool. Like a lot of people are using it very thoughtfully and well to help them, but it's just kind of crazy.
Yeah, but we could talk about that another time.
Yeah,
I don't know. There's just some things like it fucking trips me out. But
yeah.
But I mean, you know, cars. I mean, technology is gonna. You know, they talk about things becoming more advanced, and I think that, you know, some of the stuff, like as far as automobiles were concerned, like some of the things were necessary, as the cars got faster, they needed to be safer. All that stuff's great, but
Mm.
I don't need my car fucking connected to the internet. I
Yeah.
don't need my car to be, I mean, all the computer stuff, the computerized stuff that's in it that helps, with your like fuel injection and, you know, like all that kind of stuff. But that's fine. That's great. But like, I don't want a computer that can fail. I mean,
Yeah.
and machines fail all the time, even if it's
Yeah.
not a computer. But
But exactly.
I don't
Like,
I don't want an EMP or whatever like that. And then now my car is like useless. Like I don't want, I trust the machines more than I trust like a computer. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm making sense there, but
no, yeah, no.
gears and bolts and hoses. Like I trust all that shit more than I trust like, circuit boards. So,
Yeah.
as I'm
That's
talking into a circuit
going back
board.
to Terminator. I mean, like I forgot exactly what happened, but in one of the movies, I think an EMP happened, and so the only thing they could use was they hopped in like an old Ford, like
Yeah.
way old, like they don't have like a governor or whatever that helps control like anything.
Yeah.
So that truck was able to like pop on. So it's just shit like that. Like, fuck, dude, yeah.
Yeah.
Like as soon as something like that happens, we're fucked. Or you're fucked.
Hmm.
Car's toast.
Yeah. Well,
But
I think all this is a good spot to stop. So,
we're gonna trail on the AI, and I'll be next week.
yeah, maybe next week. Yeah, that would be,
Might as well.
yeah.
Or
Or
celebrities as spies. I never did that.
I know we haven't done that, but I feel like I tried to look into it, and then of course I couldn't find anything. So they've hidden it well. So I'm gonna have to look harder.
Yeah, no, they did.
Yeah.
I got lost in celebrity orgies, but yeah, no, I think that's why like they're hiding it really well on the celebrity spies.
Yeah. Honestly, dude, I'm gonna tell you, man. I feel like to get some more of this information, I think I'm gonna have to like get into the dark web, man, so I can get the real information.
I mean,
Like they're hiding too much stuff, man.
yeah, I mean, we could probably just go on Bing.
On Bing?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, sure. Bing.
that'll work. Or
No,
Yahoo. We haven't tried Yahoo in a
fuck,
while.
dude. Yeah, I miss Yahoo, dude. I miss Alta Vista, but whatever. No,
I don't
and
even
nobody
know
even knows what I'm
about
fucking
that.
talking about.
That was before me.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we can ask Jeeves. Yeah. So okay. So if you guys want to go ahead and reach us, you can call us at 661-379-0020. Give us a call, leave a message, text us. That's cool. Also, you can get us at Instagram, Hoofhearted Podcast on Instagram. You could also reach me directly. I am Doc Farted on Instagram. And then Mex is the _ Mexalorian on Instagram. Also, that is his Twitch. So if you want to watch him, support him on Twitch, that'll be great. And let's see, we got an email. That's hoofheartedpod@gmail.com. Also, if you want to go ahead and send a smoke signal, you can do that. I can't read it. I don't know what it means, but send us a
I've been translating them all. It's just hard, guys. It's hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Telegram. You could do that. Just send one out. Just send one out to random ass people. Postcards. That'd be fucking great, dude. Just take a postcard and just mail it off to some random person. Like, oh, we're here in Kansas. Like, just wherever you're at. Like, just buy random ass, but here in Kansas, and we we really wish you were here. Like just stupid shit. Yeah. Or like get one for Oregon and then like send it to somebody back east. Like, oh, Jeremiah died of dysentery on the trip over here. Like, what? Okay. Yeah. So, did you ever play Oregon Trail?
No, but
No,
I figured that's what you were
you
getting
know.
at.
Okay, you know the joke then. Okay, yeah, dude, it was funny because he used to. So when you would die on Oregon Trail, a grave marker would pop up, and you can name your character, right? So you'd always have somebody named like Butt or like Poop Face or something like that, and then the real daring people would like name it themselves Shithead or something. And
It's shitty.
yeah, so then and then so everybody that's playing the game, you know, when they come across it, it will say like, you come across a gravesite. Well, you stop and look at it, and you're like, yes. And you look at it, and it's all shithead died here of dysentery. You know, you're like, oh, like, and then you're just giggling. You're like, ah, you know. But yeah, that game was that was the best, dude. Oregon Trail, and see, and then, hey man, we used to drive wagons. Now we drive cars, and actually, some of the cars were called wagons. Station wagon. That was my first car, man. What was your first car? I didn't even ask. That should have been the
My
question.
my Toyota Tacoma.
Oh, okay. All right then. My first car was a K car, is what it was called. It was a Dodge Aries station wagon, and the back hatch wouldn't stay open, so I had to use a crutch. No matter how much I tightened the belt, it would always like just squeal and just screech. So we nicknamed it the Banshee. So because it just would howl. So yeah, and it had no AC, vinyl seats, and I delivered pizzas in that car. God damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. And then I drove it all the way to from Oklahoma back here. It drove from here to Oklahoma, and yeah, it was a shit bucket. So, but anyways, all right, man. Are you ready? Are you ready to end this sesh?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Okay. Well, here's the music. So, you got any last words that you want to say to the people?
No, just yeah, look up celebrity spy orgies.
Celebrity spy orgies. All right.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. All right. Drive safe, people.